Hey guys, this is going to be a short video, hopefully. So, this is the Leopard A1A1. It is stock, as well as my Leopard 1. These are brand new tanks that I've got. I really want to I want them to fix this when the Tier 6 tanks and new planes come out. These plates are built to stop heat fin stable, high explosive, and HESH, and ATGMs. They're spaced armor plates. They're put there because when the Leopard 1 normally came out, number one, machine guns could sometimes get through this, as well as they were put there for spaced armor to stop or explode the caps on each of those shells that I mentioned and try to stop shrapneling or any type of charge going into the tank to explode the tank. Heat fin stable, as you guys know, is a explosive armor penetrating anti-tank explosive round, and it's built to hit armor and go through a whole bunch of armor too. But if the cap is exploded, it can't go through any more armor because the cap is already exploded. There's no penetration there. Not even anything can be sent through by the heat fin stable. But they did not. It did not come out great. Spaced armor, as it is right now, is 1.69. I think it's not really good. When this tank came out, it still didn't work. And I think the Super Pershing still has kind of that same problem. It might have been a little bit fixed, but then again, this spacing on this armor plate kind of works and kind of doesn't as well as this. I think they need to fix it because the new tanks that are going to be coming out are going to have the same thing. This is going to be a very funny thing about it, though. When this tank was built after the Leopard 1, it was designed to stop those rounds during the Cold War because a lot of people were starting to use heat. Um, and heat was really good, as well as fin stabilized armored penetrating rounds. Heat was mostly widely used during the countries during the time of the Cold War as well as Vietnam because it was really good. And these plates were put there to actually stop those rounds from actually getting through. Um, and that was the case with a lot of tanks. They were starting to get upgraded armor or better armor or spacing inside the armor or plating inside or air pocket armor or composite armor, blah blah blah. And at that time, it wasn't fully developed, but this Leopard did have the space armor. The Leopard A1 did, and it continued all the way to the Leopard 1A4, and then the Leopard 2A4 came out, and then 2A5, and then blah blah blah. But this armor does not really work as it was intended in the game. It's supposed to be stopping those rounds, and not a lot of times HESH will just go through it. I have seen it a lot with when I didn't have these tanks, when I didn't have this one, that I would shoot a fin stabilized high explosive heat shell from this guy, this RU, or a HESH shell into the tank at close range, and it would not do shit. But a lot of times now I'm realizing it doesn't work, but I'm not sure if they're going to fix it. If they're not, hopefully they do. I hope that Gaijin fixes this because it needs to be fixed. It needs to have the intended armor that it was supposed to. The spaced armor needs to actually work like it's supposed to. Tier 5s with their heat fin stabilized shells and HESH and high explosive shells go right through this side. The high explosive won't actually do anything to the tank because of still, if unless it's more than 30 millimeters of penetration, it will. But you know, but heat fin stable as well as ATGMs as well as what is the other one? As well as the HESH are really is what this armor is designed to stop. HESH explosive squash head ammo, so it's supposed to explode on the armor and go through. But with spaced armor, it's supposed to explode and just go through the spaced armor and pretty much just not go through the rest of the armor that's behind that. Heat fin stable is actually supposed to explode on the main armor, causing a shrapnel as well as a small line of shrapnel going through the tank and hitting vital parts. And its basically main objective is not to hit any spaced armor. If you hit spaced armor, it will actually explode on the spaced armor and actually stop immediately because there is no explosive armor penetrating tip anymore. So basically, it's depleted, meaning the armor defeated that round and it will not go through. The other thing I think they should add is these things, since they do blow off, and this does come sometimes when you see in kill cams, you'll have this armor like flip to the side and stuff. But they should have this blow off a lot so that when you hit it the first time with a heat fin stable and it explodes off, now you have the weak spot. You can shoot again with the heat fin stable and it should go all the way through the tank and kill it. But I don't know. A lot of times I'll realize that the tracks actually stop some AP rounds from T10s and stuff, as well as the mantlet, but it's more intended to stop heat and stable, hesh, and explosive shots. Anything that explodes on armor and sends something through is supposed to stop on the spaced armor. Hesh is supposed to stop by hitting the armor, exploding, and then shedding roll shrapnel that will actually hit the armor, the main armor on this tank right here. This main armor is actually more thicker than this, but when the hesh hits, it explodes, so no more penetration pretty much after that. And then whatever shrapnel gets through, it's actually supposed to not really penetrate the armor since there's no explosive behind it. So now it's depleted. So I hope that they fix this. I know it was a short video, but I hope you guys understood. Thank you for watching.